That is why my head is so big. Because the thoughts don't fill in my head. When you're 19 and you're not financially stable, it's not something you should be sad about. It's something that you should have in your mind that you gotta work harder. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Latifa Bubakari, and today I'm gonna be talking about life as a 19-year-old. On today's talk, we're gonna be talking about how being 19 feels. Are you matured enough if you're 19? Is 19 the appropriate age for a relationship? Do you feel like you can advise someone as a 19-year-old? You can give someone younger than you an advice, or you feel like, no, you need to advise yourself? Do you envy people that are your age that are better than you? Depression, financial instability. How does being 19 feel? 19 feels good. I don't feel like I'm 19. First of all, I still feel like I'm 16 because 16 I never actually condensed, is that the word? I never actually felt being a child. Then it just goes away. I don't actually feel my age, then it leaves. I don't actually get to be the age, then it goes. But for this age, for me being 19, I'm self-conscious and aware that, oh, I'm 19. I knew that I'm doing some stuff that a 19-year-old has to do, and it's just, I don't know if it feels great, but it doesn't feel bad also. It's not something that I feel and I'm like, oh my god, this age. The only good thing about this age is that I'm actually very aware of my surroundings and what I do, so it prevents me from doing something. Am I matured enough? For me, I've always felt matured. I've always felt like I am older. Always been pressured to act a certain way because you don't look 19, so you're gonna have to act. What people perceive of you is how it's only when you don't make that affect you. When people see you a certain way, you're somehow pressured to act that way. So for me, I don't let pressure get to me, but then I just made up my mind that, oh, since people think I'm older, then let me act older. But honestly, when I was 16, 17, I always felt that I'm literally so matured because, number one, I'm the firstborn of the family, and I've been expected to do much because you're the first child and your siblings are looking up to you as a good example. So you're expected to be great, you're expected to be much better than who you are. And is 19 an appropriate age for a relationship? I like this I don't know. I tried getting in a relationship, but I realized that I didn't like the relationship. I just like the idea of being in a relationship, and I'm honestly not ready to have a relationship because I want to grow more. I want to know myself more before I get into a relationship. Not because, oh, I'm older now, so I can get into a relationship because I have to, or because, oh, when people see you, they're like, how old are you? You're 19, and you're like, do you have a boyfriend? That kind of thing. No, I'm not that type of person to feel pressure to be in a relationship, or oh my god, I have to be in a relationship because right now for example, I look older, so I have to be in a relationship. Relationship doesn't frame a person, doesn't actually speak of who you are. I think a relationship is just a secondary matter in a person's life. You have to build yourself to a certain stage, a certain standard, to know if you actually want to get into a relationship. For me, I'm all about marriage. I want to get married because I can do the whole relationship thing. It's hectic. I want to get married, put a ring on my finger. Okay, yeah, so 19, people get in relationships at 16 and then they're going with their lives. So for a relationship, there is not a specific age for a relationship. You can be in a relationship at whatever age, but it's advised to get older for your frontal lobe to develop before you get into a relationship. So I don't think 19 is an appropriate age for a relationship, but also it's not an age where you should feel pressured that you should get into a relationship or not, or you don't want to be in a relationship because, oh, whatever. Just do what you want to do. Do I envy people my age who are better? I don't envy them specifically, but I just feel somehow I feel sad because when I was like 12, I literally imagined a life for myself that I was literally saying by 17 I have to get a car. Like I was imagining stuff for myself. Like I saw myself to be a bigger person, which I still do, but then I feel like um I don't feel delayed and I also don't want to feel rushed because there are a lot of people that are my age that are somewhere better, and I'm not. I don't envy them. I just look up to them and I'm like, "Oh, she's bougie. She's cunt." Period. But I don't, sometimes it makes me sad actually. I look at myself and I look up like people that are in my age range or like my age or like maybe younger than me, and I'm like, what are they doing that I'm not doing, you know? But I also see I've come to learn that things work out for everybody differently, and no matter how you and someone have the same age, you and someone have different ages, it's literally all of you are from different places, so it's not gonna work. If this person has a car at this specific age and you don't, does not mean that they're better than you. It just means that they have something that you don't have, but you also have something that someone does not have, so you should appreciate it. You should appreciate what you have, and just do not envy, because don't be jealous of people that are your age that are better than you. Nobody is better than someone else. Nobody is. Nobody is perfect. Nobody is perfect. Nobody is better. Nobody is good. Everyone has what they do that goes well for them, and what they don't do or what they do that does not go well for them. So I'm not gonna envy someone who's my age and is better. No, my time is gonna come. I sometimes feel sad, not sometimes, all the time, when I see someone like my age that is literally like somewhere that I aspire to be. It hurts. I actually get sad, but that does not make me. That just makes me want to work harder and be a better person. Literally, like I've wanted to do this YouTube thing for a very long time, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. But then I see people that are my age or maybe older, or like people who started at my age and have gotten it easy. So I'm like, this is what is. I don't envy. I make it motivate me. I don't envy. I make what I see from someone my age motivates me to do better. Okay? Financial instability. When you're broke as a 19-year-old, you should somehow get used to it, because you're not supposed to be rich, except if maybe you're coming from a rich family. But if you're coming from a medium class family or like a low class family, I don't know, but you're not supposed to be rich. It's like a pressure where we teenagers are putting on ourselves that at this specific age I must get this and that and that, and if I don't have it, then my life is not good. No, it's a building process. When you're building a house, you need to fill in the land. You need concrete. You need what pillars. You need those wood bamboos. It's a whole building. When you're 19 and you're not financially stable, it's not something you should be sad about. It's something that you should have in your mind, that you gotta work harder, and this is not where you're gonna be. Okay, this is not where you're gonna be forever. You're not gonna be 19 forever. You were never 16 forever. You were never 17 forever. You're gonna grow, and this is something I'm telling myself. Okay, you're gonna grow, and as you're growing, things will change. I literally did not look like this when I was 16. I didn't look like this when I was 17. I didn't have this phone that I have at 16 or 17 or whatever. But I'm growing. As I'm growing, stuff grow. And things change. So when you're 19 and you're not financially stable, it's not something that you should feel pressured of not having money, or your bank account is so dry. You still are under your parents technically, so that is the only financial income you're gonna get from your parents, and you have to manage that. Even though it's very hard, guys. It's very hard. I get it, but this is something we have to put in our mind, that this is how it's gonna be. There's nothing that can change unless you're older enough to start working. And I mean, to start working, you can start working now. You can start saving now. But unless you're at that, life is like levels. You can't skip from. It's like going to school, and you. It's only when you do better is when you're promoted. But then when you're in class 1 or in grade 1, you don't magically move to grade 5. No. It's only when you're doing something very good in grade 1, then you're promoted to maybe grade 3. You don't just go from 1 to 5. It's a step. Grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, grade 4, just like that. So in this life, what I have told myself that I'm trying to tell you guys is that I'm not broke. I'm not financially unstable. I'm just not there yet. And when I get there, that Toyota CHR, you guys will see me in it. But I'm not there yet, so you're not gonna see me in the Toyota CHR. But then when I get there, you're gonna see me in that Toyota CHR, and I'm gonna pull up on you. Depression as a 19-year-old. Everyone faces depression, so I don't think being 19 and having depression is kind of like a big deal. It's normal. It's a normal phenomenon. Like, everyone has depression. It's just people tend to black out and not want to talk about it. But everyone has depression, and everyone has their way of dealing with depression. My way is talking to myself like this, talking to the camera, talking to myself, or writing. I write a lot, not all of the time, but I write. And I like to think a lot. I really, really think a lot, and that is why my head is so big, because the thoughts don't fill in my head. Like, my head keeps expanding because I think a lot. So what I do to help myself is, I used to eat a lot. Like, I could fill my belly with so much food that I could not breathe. That was how I was dealing with depression. But I got or found an easy way to go about it, and like, just help myself, because depression, everyone faces depression, okay? Everyone has their way of coping with it. So I just found something better. I write, I talk to the camera as I'm doing right now, and I don't know, talk to myself, or go for a walk and talk and talk and talk and talk. Yeah, I like talking. So y'all are gonna see a lot of talking on this channel, okay? This is the end of the life as a 19-year-old. And if you guys have any opinions or anything else to say, just put it in the comment section. I'm gonna reply. I'm gonna make a video about it. If you guys want me to talk about something different, I'm gonna talk about it. But to open the channel and welcome you guys to my channel, this is the first video I'm making as life as a 19-year-old. So y'all gonna be seeing more of this sit and talk. And yeah, thank you for watching. If you watch to the end, thank you very much. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. Do me a favor and share the video. Thank you. And yeah, follow me on my socials, because I yap a lot. I yap. Like a yap, 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 yap. Your mouth is moving a lot like a rat. Yappa, 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 yappa. Shut it, please. Well, I don't shut my mouth, so bye. My dog is literally trying to pass through the window and come inside the room. Which kind of jet dog?